Hello, I'm Matthew McShroom, and this is the 5th installment of my video series covering Reinhardt Kawaii Quest. In this video, we're returning to the fanime, specifically Season 2 of Reinhardt Kawaii Quest. Now that the introduction's finished, let's begin. Season 2 opens with a Tumblr post from Olive, which reads, "Prom soon. Zoe's been talking nonstop about wanting to go back to the woods. She says she knows something's there, and she was messaging me all throughout therapy tonight, which was a little annoying, not gonna lie. I still don't fully trust Rain. He's a good therapist, a great one actually, but something just feels off about him, and I can't place it." After that, the words May 15, prom night, appear on screen before cutting to the actual episode, which is, as the episode's title implies, Lily-chan, Toyota, and Rose-sama at prom. As the three are talking, a new character fades into frame, Fidel Castro-chan, someone Toyota seems to be attracted to. The idea of this not really sitting well with Lily-chan. After a brief exchange between Toyota and Fidel Castro-chan regarding Lily-chan's immaturity, Rose-sama asks Toyota to talk with her outside, which then cuts to a conversation between Olive and Zoe. The conversation at first regarding Lorelei during Olive's Inferno, which is something Zoe still thinks about. Zoe also briefly mentions a forum site she used to go on but doesn't remember the name of. The conversation changes subject, this time regarding what Zoe and Olive might do in the future. Olive doesn't plan on going to college, while Zoe plans on getting a major in forensics. The episode then cuts to another Tumblr post from Olive, this time giving an update on her life as of recent, which seems to be going good, before switching to footage of Lorelei in some kind of maze-like structure, the footage consisting of her painting on the walls and wandering around the general area, until it cuts to footage of Lorelei approaching whoever is filming this and grabbing a rock to, assumedly, bash into the camera person's skull. The footage glitches and then changes to more footage of Lorelei wandering around as the episode ends, on the numbers 1 out of 10 appearing on screen. The episode begins with Lily-chan waking up and getting ready for the day. As she's making breakfast, her dad shows up and tells her she'll be late for school. Hearing this, Lily-chan runs to school but bumps into Fidel Castro-chan while doing so. Apparently, Fidel Castro-chan intended to meet her here. She transforms into a magical girl, and then they fight. Lily-chan is unsuccessful in defeating her, asking what she wants from her, which Fidel Castro-chan answers that she wants to kill her. Strangely enough, this is never really followed up upon. So I'm led to believe that the entirety of this episode was all a dream from Lily-chan. Also because we never see Fidel Castro-chan transform into a magical girl at any other point in this series other than this episode. Reinhardt Kawaii Quest's first Halloween special. The episode opens on the outside of someone's house during a Halloween party. As it cuts to the inside of the house, the moon is replaced with a character, implying whoever this is in fact the moon entity. It then cuts to the house's interior, where we learn that Lily-chan is the one hosting this party. Also Rain's there. Eventually, Toyota arrives at the party and does some karaoke, along with Fidel Castro-chan. This makes Lily-chan so distraught, she leaves the party to go cry on the sidewalk, where both Rose-sama and Rain comfort her. Also, someone named Mr. Smile shows up, and this person's sheer presence seems to cheer Lily-chan up. The episode begins with Toyota waking up and having breakfast. After having said breakfast, he heads to school, where he meets Fidel Castro-chan in the hallway. Fidel Castro-chan asks Toyota if he can spend time with her outside of school. Toyota is very stunned at this, wondering why she would want to hang out with him, and Fidel Castro-chan responds with, "Because, Baka, you're fun," also complimenting his karaoke performance from the previous episode. Toyota then accepts this proposition of a date, which Lily-chan overhears and does not take well. The footage then switches to an audio recording of Cassidy's therapy session, which the text below the image of Cassidy says it was recorded on December 14th, 2023. The session is Cassidy recounting a dream where she was in a red room hearing screaming from outside. After the screaming stopped, she started hearing voices, possibly from the statues from her previous dreams, which she's recently now dubbed Dreamwalkers. Afterward, she then remembers being in the woods, unsure of how she got there, still hearing voices. The footage then cuts to the moon entity talking to someone they refer to as 8, who begs the moon entity to let them go before switching back to the recording of Cassidy as the episode ends. The episode opens on some posts from Olive's Tumblr. "Been spending lots of time at Lorelei's house lately. Rain said it's good that I haven't escaped from my parents. I like it here a lot more. I thought I heard screaming outside last night, but it turned out it was just a fox. They must have moved closer to the city. Hey Olive, you may want to check on Zoe. She's making poor decisions again. AKA, she's planning on going back into the woods in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, I know, she told me. Lorelei and I are busy tonight anyways, we're on a date. But she's bringing Sarah, so I'm not too worried. Sarah's cool." It then cuts to a text conversation between Olive and someone by the name of Yves, the conversation relating to Zoe's recent behavior around Lorelai, as well as a meetup they'll be having with two other people, Alex and Allison, that night. We also see a screenshot of a text, possibly from Lorelai, telling Olive not to post screenshots of their conversations onto her Tumblr, with the exception of the one currently being shown. It then goes back to more of Olive's posts. I've known Alex, Yves, and Allison since middle school, and they tend to do stuff like this, but I don't know why they're dragging Zoe or Lorelai into this now. Wait. Alex is one of the victims of the Roman murders, though there's... How is he... What? Maybe Yves mistyped. Alex is a common name, right? Maybe you read something wrong? Maybe. Their car's pulling up now. I can tell because they're playing their friend's SoundCloud rapping on blast. Young Ren is surprisingly good. Yves did not mistype. Alexander Valentine, found dead from a slit throat in an abandoned house's basement on the edge of town, is in Yves's car, alive. I feel sick. We're on the way to Allison's house. Oh gosh, maybe bring someone? That sounds super sketchy. I'm already in the car, we're already halfway there, and I don't know who'd be available to come and get me. Maybe the cops misidentified? I mean, they had to, right? No, his parents were at the vigil, and his ID was on his body along with some possessions of his. I remember that they said this on the news. We're pulling into Allison's driveway right now. I ended up getting really sick, like a really bad migraine and passing out, so sorry for the lack of updates, but Allison was talking about what happened to everyone and that Alex did die, but something else kept him alive, and she pulled up a list of numbers next to the people or something. I don't remember a lot of what she told me, so I'm going to ask her to reiterate later today because I'm still at her house, but I do remember some of the numbers. I don't know what the numbers mean. I'll ask today. I'm home. I'll post a summary of the info I got in a bit. I need a shower. The episode then cuts to the fanime, just like episode 3, opening on Lily-chan's house during a party. This time, it's a Christmas party. Rose-sama, Toyota, and Fidel Castro-chan are all present at this party. Fidel Castro-chan's presence is very much still not enjoyed by Lily-chan, especially after the events of episode 4. Having had it with her, Lily-chan finally takes action in the most unexpected way possible, by kissing Fidel Castro-chan. Toyota and Rose-sama are absolutely taken aback by this, but go along with it anyway, followed by Toyota singing Bad Romance by Lady Gaga for the rest of the actual episode. After this, the video cuts to more posts from Olive. Hey, it's been a bit. I've collected all my stuff from my old house and moved into Lorelai's apartment. My parents aren't happy, but oh well, sucks to be them. Not much has been happening with me personally, but I've been seeing Rain less and less. I'm thinking of dropping out of therapy. Don't think I need it anymore. Respectfully, I don't think right now is the best time to drop out of therapy. Though you could try seeing a new therapist. You've been through a lot. You've got a lot of trauma to work through. I think I'm good. Ren's the only therapist around anyways. I'm happy now. Have been for a while. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I never touched up on this because Yves messaged me again saying that they, Alex, Yves, and Allison, were going to make a video or something to let you guys know, so... I'm not a fan of any of this, to be honest. I haven't heard from any of them since. I'm really just trying to live my life. It then cuts to footage of Alex saying that he was dead at the time those posts from Olive were made in the most nonchalant way possible, and apparently, Alex came back to life. However, he isn't able to say who killed him publicly for some unknown reason. Alex also informs the viewers that some of them, himself, Yves, and Olive, are now aware of the loops. He also talks about the moon entity for a brief moment, as well as 000, before signing off. The video ends with one final post from Olive. I had to block Yves, Alex, and Allison's numbers. I don't want to play any part in this. You can actively incriminate yourselves, but do not drag me into it. Seconds before it actually ends, the image of someone's face briefly appears on screen. Season 2's final episode begins with an establishing shot of Lily-chan's house. Once again, just like episode 3, a character briefly flashes on screen, this time in place of the sun, implying that this is the sun entity. We cut to the inside of Lily-chan's house as she gets out of bed, gets ready for the day, and heads to school, wondering if she'll take the bus or just walk there like usual, deciding she'll walk to school. Lily-chan eventually arrives at school and spots Toyota in the hallway. She heads to the classroom and meets Rose-sama, telling her that she wrote a love letter to Toyota on how she feels about him, but unfortunately ripped it into pieces and flushed it down the toilet. Rose-sama goes on some spiel about the end of Neko evolution, but Lily-chan sees Toyota signing up for the yaoi study group, and Lily-chan eventually goes to do the same. After that, it's Toyota's turn for a musical number, where he sings about a girl he likes, which Lily-chan thinks it's her, but is in reality Fidel Castro-chan. After a while, Toyota wonders why he's telling this to her, which Toyota comes to the answer that a part of him wants to tell her this. He finally admits to liking Fidel Castro-chan, which leaves Lily-chan stunned. The episode then switches to footage of a white figure in a purple meadow. Text appears on screen that seems to be from this figure. Hello again. How are you? It's been some time since our last rendezvous. I'm glad to hear. I'm here to show you something again. But you already knew that, didn't you? I'm sure the convalescent would love to see this one too. Oh, I interrupted, didn't I? I'm sorry. But that just makes it easier for them to see, right? Are you ready to see your gift? It cuts to footage of Cassidy in the woods. The person filming says it's been 2 months since their last entry, which apparently means the date is February 28th, 2024. Cassidy adds that that was the day the person talked to the Dreamwalkers, which the person filming corrects as convalescent. We're also informed that they and Cassidy took the book Veritas Agony from the local church library during the church's Christmas celebration, which they plan to use to contact a group called the Game Masters. After finding a decent spot to stop at, they conduct a ritual which takes them to the Game Masters, Rain, the Sun Entity, and the Moon Entity, which the Sun Entity refers to as Spirally. Cassie says that they, her and the person with the camera, want the game to end, saying it's gone on for too long and only the Game Masters can stop the game. But Rain is a little reluctant to do so, due to the fact it gives them infinite entertainment, as well as creating energies that will lead to more divine angels. Cassie strikes a deal with them, offering anything in return for the game, or at least the round, to end. As Rain thinks about what she could give him, Spirally answers before him, saying he wants Cassidy's soul and her mind. He adds that his pieces usually win the game, mentioning someone by the name of Oleander. Rain interrupts him, saying that Cassidy is his piece, which Spirally remarks that Rain never makes his pieces truly his. What happens next is a musical number entirely dedicated to roasting Rain. Some examples being his jealousy over Spirally's achievements, his fragility, and the fact he would be nothing without Spirally. Rain does not take this well, mentioning he's now down to 2 pieces. The episode then cuts to Zoe's segment, where she goes to kill Andrew Anamoya. As the sequence commences, a paragraph of text appears.
A computerized mechanism to harness the power of memory and hopefully keep the ire from remembering its initial purpose until after the birth of Lilith. The Archangel Zachariah would doubt, guide for the dead, much like most other angels. We can create this using Zoe Coleman as a base. Her brain is strong, and so is her soul. If we were able to connect the two, could lead to revolutions in medicine.
There's also text in the foreground that reads, "She doesn't know what you plan to do to her." Eventually, Zoe spots someone she thinks is Andrew and fires, but is mistaken. The carcass of Delilah Clementine was found on the lawn of Cassidy Orchid later that morning. On the carcass were several fibers of hair from Cassidy's head. Cassidy was taken into police custody later that day. It then cuts to a window with various entities behind it as a conversation between Rain and the convalescent can be heard. The episode yet again changes sections. This time it's footage of Lorelai and Olive. In this segment we learn that the two have been dating for about a year, and their anniversary is in a week. Lorelai says she wants to show Olive how much this means to her, and suddenly, Lorelai literally self-destructs in front of her. Due to the fact I can't understand Russian, I can't really explain what happens next. It's just a bunch of disjointed footage, until the final segment of the episode. In this final segment, we have Orpheus explaining what the convalescent is. In short, they're the RHKQ Discord server that act as a plot device to influence the story. After that explanation, the episode finally ends. It's very apparent I probably missed some crucial information on the At Baba side of the series. So to make up for that, the next video will be covering